Hello, welcome back everybody. We're looking at Westbridge Hills. This is a version by TnT Modding. It is in beta, a nice little end for the 2019 year. We've had Westbridge Hills releases in the past this year, some pretty quick ones, and they look pretty nice. The early ones did. And then there was a 4X that looked really nice. Terry's first map, though, that he put out, I thought was actually a kind of like a typo or something. It said Eastbridge Hills. And I got to look at it and everything. I just swore it was a typo because it looks so much like Westbridge. And I talked to him and stuff. And then after I found out it is a standalone map and it's kind of created off of it. So it has a lot of that same feels, same rolling hills, and a lot of the same things about it. So I said these two, or this map and the original map, could literally be put together. And now with this beta version, if he ever does a 4X, I think it'd be amazing to have these two in that 4X map. It's just that good of a quality and working well with each other. So if you want to see Eastbridge Hills, and you hadn't seen it before, it's JDEP 96, around February the 28th in my video library. And he also has Eureka Farms. It was extremely nice. And Lazy Acres. And he's gotten really good with trains. And it's just the things he does with trains is really amazing. I know BK was doing and had a little issue with some trains. Shot the map over. I told her I don't know how long it would take. And all of a sudden he shot it back like 5 minutes later. It was amazing how fast that he knocked this out. But a short little intro. I am streaming on Twitch. It's just Gaming with Kentucky JD. Nice and simple. Same thing as my channel is. One of the things we're streaming on there is Mud Runner. That's the biggest thing. This one picture I'm showing here is actually a stock in-game truck going down a crawler path. Yes, I'm going over those rocks. And I did not believe I was going to make it. It was scary. I about lost my load a dozen times. It was full of stuff like that. It's really exciting and fun to watch. If y'all can come by and take part and hit me a follow and some views, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun. And it gives me a chance to talk to everybody that I've met in playing simulator style games and stuff. As far as the year in review goes, we're almost at 260 on subscribers now. Videos is hitting almost 1 day for every part of the year. It said I did really good. The first part of the year, I was scared to death. I didn't think I was going to make it, but here we are going stronger than we ever been before. We're looking at Farm and Fix 2020 coming up, and we're pushing really hard on Twitch, and we're looking to start doing Snow Runner the first next year when it releases. As far as description goes, this map, I have been talking to Terry. One of the first things you'll see is the snow. Seasons. It's seasons ready. It is beautiful there. So, a little bit from TnT. If you remember with the older map, most of the stuff through town and everything was just decorative in the past as far as your buildings and stuff. And you see now it says there are functioning sheds by the restaurant and the pig farm, the central train station, animal training, and sawmill for forestry equipment. These cannot be sold. They are a part of the map. So now it's a part of the map. It's buildings that you can actually interact with, whereas before they was just there. So at the farm, the buildings are all placeables, and they can be sold for gamers to create their own farm. I like playing old iron, and it pees off some map makers, and I know it does. But, you know, a lot of us wants to have the experience that we want or enjoy playing. I usually sell a lot of the newer stuff and go all old iron. And we got plenty enough mods to do that. Some people, and I usually get outvoted on this, loves massive equipment and big farms and big silos and stuff. And with this farm, you can do that, and you can do it so easy. Like I said, season's ready, and for you that likes multi-fruit, it is multi-fruit ready. So you are set and ready to go. So we're fixing to dive in and let you take a look. And if you remember anything about the old map, you're going to remember it in this map. So starting out, the only thing that's really changed is you don't have as many trees, but you don't have this barn here. so you ain't gotta worry about messing with it. And there used to be a building over here in this little part in the field there that you had to kind of negotiate with. But your house has a housing trigger. This is all modding built stuff. A great deal of it is, so it's all functional. It's going to be what you expect. Your chicken place is up here now. Of course, you got this as well. So a lot of your animal placements and stuff is up here on top. Down here at the bottom is a massive grain silo for you big players. Sheds down here. Plenty of places around in the yard. Massive storage buildings. And it looks beautiful at night. The first recording I did of this, I had an edit in it. And I didn't keep that video. But it looks so beautiful here at night. Of course, over here you had places to buy your seeds and stuff. And your silos was over there. Now we got places, your lofts and stuff is all over here. Along with your water. Plenty of storage up here. And what farm doesn't have a place to work on your equipment? And a beautiful building at that. I mean, you can't go wrong. As far as what you own and stuff, you own all this here at this time. You got several places to sell at, so it's going to be great. You see all those green arrows going up. You ain't got to worry about your pricing and stuff as bad, so you're going to have good competitive. Right there is a red and a white. So plenty of places to sell. Here's your extended fruits. All your other stuff is spot on. You don't have no animals yet, and you do have jobs. Your inside, Terry's got us going big. So you got 3 6Rs and an 8R and a monster combine. You got your starting vehicle. Plenty of big equipment, plenty of headers. You got literally anything, any direction that you want to go with your animals or whatever kind of crops you want to go with. You got plenty of buildings, like I said. All these buildings and silos and stuff can be used that you don't want that is here. And it all looks amazing. And I love that house. As far as looking around, usually like I said, I bust maps because they're one tree type. Because to me, it just don't look like nature. But if you remember in the original map, this was the map. It was those tall trees. It was these trees on the side that you needed to get out of the way, along with a couple down here. And this keeps it true to what the map was, so I actually like it in this. A lot of the areas is void in places of trees, so you that likes to not have many obstructions. I remember there was some here and over here, so it's going to be a lot freer to do your work. And if you don't, if you want trees are a very easy thing to add. But I mean, look at this. Look at these rolling hills and stuff. This is what it was. Big, massive farms. All this up here looks pretty much exactly the same as what it did. I remember coming in out here was really tight. You got people walking around. You got cars driving around. You don't have just plain old roads. You have highways. And if you remember, for years, you had a little plain road going up through here with your milk collection service. And now we got actual highways. This over here used to be kind of boring to me. It's got a beautiful mix of trees over here. So it really looks nice and natural. Everything, like you said, is functional. The BGA, another shed there. Of course, your lumber. Your forest. See, there's your car traffic here. There's your campground that was there before, and your diner. And over here was a movie theater. So this area is still here along with those gates. Spent so much time uh, to make money. I mean, you hauled luggage or I always got a sycamore. I always played the base game stuff, so I got the sycamore for up there. And then, of course, the bush hogs for over here. And your biggest money maker, the ball field over here. It's still there. It still looks cool. It's everything that we remembered, along with the restaurant in town. And, of course, your park that we just flew by just a second ago. So, I spent many of hours mowing that and mowing this over here especially, and try to speed up the jobs just so I can try to get a boost on my farms, because these fields and stuff was just massive to buy. And of course, your king of all kings of fields, this one here was the biggest pain to obtain, the most money to purchase. Life is all over this map now. Of course, your sheep was down here. I mean, it was kind of small and boring. Look at it now. With buildings, functional buildings. So, that's what the map looks like. And trying to get my thoughts straight. And I remember working the fields, and you sit there and listen to that. So, I mean, everything is as it was. It's kind of mind-blowing where we're at with this map being carried forward every year forever. And it's a part of what we really loved, and TnT really knocked it out. So, with that, if you do not know what this game is and you're seeing this game for the first time, it is Farming Simulator 19. That's their website. You can go get mods, DLCs, and everything else you want. Or you can do like a lot of us do, and you can go hit modhub.us or get involved in all these Facebook groups and stuff like that. Plenty of videos and different stuff that I do as far as similar games and more Fortnite stuff. You can click on some of the stuff here, and some of the Fortnite stuff we usually do streaming. So with that, take care, have fun, love the map. Great job, Terry, as always. Take care and have fun, everybody.